Hey, my little love bugs. I am back with another mukbang, and today I have my dad with me.
Hey.
So today we're going to be eating some fruit. My parents actually surprised me. I did not know that they were coming to visit. Yeah,
Hey.
yeah, y'all do that all the time.
Surprise!
Yeah, surprise!
You're talking about the last time we tried to surprise.
No, because I was acting like a brat. Anyways, so he actually brought me, is it Rambutan?
Rambutan.
And then Cactus Pears.
Yes.
So we're going to be trying those. He's had them before, but I've never had them before. Then we also have watermelon, pineapple, blueberries, and strawberries.
Good essentials.
I got, for the aesthetic. It looks better. All right, so we're gonna dig in. Dig in, Dad.
So the Rambutan, you can just find it in a local Asian market. I just happen to be getting some food for my fish, and I walked around the fruit section in one of the Asian stores I go to back in Dallas, and I saw those. They looked really interesting. They had some taste. So all you really want to do is just take it. I actually used to use a knife when I did this, but I'm trained now. You just want to peel it off, like you just peel the shell off, right? And
it looks
then
like an eyeball. Now
for me, I just take the whole thing and just eat it, but it has a seed inside of it. So you don't want to just chomp down on it because it'll knock the teeth out.
Like cherries? I had a traumatic experience.
Like a plum,
Yeah, but people take bites of plums, but like cherries.
Well, you don't bite the plum all the way because it's got that hard seed inside of it. There you go.
I remember we didn't get cherries a lot, so when we did, I always would forget that there was a pit in the middle.
But I'm just saying, like,
break my teeth
just to
every
me,
time.
it's like a small plum, and like I said, they are just really good.
It smells like sweet water.
And you know what? Some of them, what I found, because I've only been eating them for a few years. See?
Hold on.
The sweeter ones, man, you open it up and the juice just comes pouring out. It's just really, really good.
Let's leave stuff on the table. We'll clean it up later.
Oh,
damn! Too bad you brought me that huge tray. I'm gonna have to tear through those bad boys.
And I mean, it's not really filling, because they're just so small. It's not a lot of work, like some things like sunflower seeds. You're working to get that little speck of seed out of it.
I think that was a shot at Mom.
I never said that. I just see people eating sunflower seeds and they work hard for that.
It's about the process.
Okay. So you get it?
I got half of it.
That pineapple's good.
Better be careful with it because it'll
I know the rip
sour your taste buds.
Yeah. Well, I've had sometimes I eat so much, my mouth gets raw, and then then it's hard to eat.
See, we have good after moving here, I realized how good a fruit we get in California.
Yeah,
because it's really good. Okay, I gotta stop eating around Rambutan, but I like it. I like working for my food, and I like food that looks kind of unappealing at first, but then you eat it and it's like really good. Like that's how I started eating crawfish. It's because I was like, oh, they look disgusting, but people eat them. I have to try.
Well, I haven't figured out
you don't like them.
If they're. I mean, what's raw? I mean, what's not totally sweet and just by looking at the color. But even when you try to get watermelon or really any type of fruit,
it's a guessing game.
Yeah, exactly. So you get that watermelon. Oh, you shaking it and thumping it right after, and then you get it home and it's white inside.
No seeds. No seeds. What's funny, actually, I was reading something the other day that was talking about people are starting to eat sunflower seeds more because apparently they have like a lot of vitamins and nutrients inside.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, my dad's been eating sunflower seeds my whole life because he'll never spit them out.
Well, actually, I eat more peanuts, very little sunflower seeds. Your mom,
Oh, I didn't mean sunflower, watermelon seeds.
oh yeah.
So
Yeah, watermelon to me, the seeds. I mean, it's just part of the meal there.
So, Dad, how do you feel about knowing that you were the original creator of edible arrangements, but somebody stole your idea and started selling them?
I've actually had a few ideas like that.
We gotta get on it. We gotta start monetizing these things.
I get behind the curve, and the next thing I know, I see it out being commercialized. I could tell you a few other ones that I had ideas about.
Well, now you're on YouTube. Now you can watch
They
it.
didn't have YouTube, when I started out.
Well, yeah, but now my
Just
dad
had black
watches
and white.
YouTube now, y'all. Black and white TV.
Yeah, black and white TV. And then we only had 3 channels. Yeah, now, well, actually 5.
What were the channels?
3, 6, 10,
You remember the
17, 29, and 48.
Really?
The Flintstones used to come on 48.
No.
You know what the Flintstones is? Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, you funny. I love cartoons. Flintstones, it was time for bed. It was the last cartoon I could watch. I've been trying to sneak it and hope Mom didn't come into the room and tell me to go to sleep.
I don't remember that.
Because I used to watch TV before bed in the kitchen, sitting at the counter at 2047.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to open up that super
The pear?
nice cactus pear?
Yeah, but I'm really happy about the rambutan. I like the ones that are kind of already split open. I don't know why. It just looks like it's giving me a pass. Yeah. Like, is it really ripe if it's almost split? Look, guys. Here, y'all can take a bite. It does look like... I'm glad I did the close-up because it looks interesting.
It just looks like a little plum or a
It
big
looks like
grape.
an eyeball.
But
big
I mean,
grape.
like a big grape, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the consistency of it is like a grape.
Yeah. But they're better. And it's its own thing, right? So, I mean, I love fruit, and I try a lot of different stuff, and I just happen to pick those up, and you can't get a small amount. Most of the time, when I go to a place to get it, they got a big one in like pans.
Yeah,
or like a small turkey, right?
I was like, I was shocked that you brought that fruit. Yeah, they walked in my house with bags of fruit and hugs, and I was just like, oh my God.
Did you tell them that you had your phone blocked? And when we
I did not
called
have it blocked. I was sleeping.
Right, so you had it so it wouldn't take calls, so everything just went. And
I don't D&D.
we had to find you and then pound on the door because your doorbell wasn't working at the time too.
Oh,
Right?
it's so good.
So we should have caught the jet and just gone back home.
Oh. Y'all got a jet now?
I'm not saying.
I wish.
Too much information.
Oh, my bad. This is the internet. They were, oh, you do this. Wait, no, you said cut off the ends?
No.
Ooh, ow. That poked me.
Oh.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
It's funny how it was balancing. I didn't even realize.
That's right. So all I'm going to do is just make a score in the skin. Right? And both the same place. So I can just peel it back. Right? And then
Bambo?
Kabam. Shazam.
Pie-yow!
Oh, pie-yow.
I heard a lot of pie-yow when I was growing up.
So, like, you can just cut it. Usually I just bite it, though. All right?
Hold on, let me move this watermelon.
You want to take this?
Yeah. I'm going to move this watermelon so this thing stays
Okay, so
balanced.
I'm going to give that to you. If I was just eating this at home, look at all that juice in there. Look at that. Oh man, that is so good, right? So, like, remember I said it has like seeds like watermelon. Now, a friend of mine told me that the red ones were sweeter because I just recently found the red ones. Most of the time, the regular grocery stores just have green. And I went up into a Mexican neighborhood. They have Mexican grocery stores, and found a whole pack of, not pack, but just a whole area full with the red ones.
So you swallow the seeds?
Yeah, just chew them up.
I'm not chewing them. They're pretty hard.
Well, no, but just chew it, like I said, until, you can swallow it. But you see all the juice and stuff comes out of it.
Okay, I'm sure there's nutrients or something. Or there will be a cactus that grows in my stomach.
Hey, these actually have the cactus spears on the outside of them, So it's, you'll see them if you live in a hot climate, you'll see them growing on the cactus. And you could you couldn't grab them because they would stick you. Okay. But, when they harvest them, because I've seen areas in Mexico where they do grow and they have a lot of them. Okay, so see how that is darker,
thicker.
right.
This one was harder to cut through.
Yep, and then see it's nice, juicy. Like, see how
this one don't smell good.
Was right there.
I don't know. I'm good on the green. It's good. It's not as good. Did you start eating this first?
Yes.
You should have gave me this one first.
So he who eats crocodile can't eat cactus pear or alligator. Yes.
It's just, I don't know. It's very fresh tasting.
See. And then.
Like it definitely, I don't know. Like it definitely came from the earth.
But it has it has the same consistency. I think this one was just.
It's lighter. It's more like a cucumber.
I don't want to think about cactus pears as cucumbers.
It has, but you know how like cucumber, like I would mix cactus pear with my water, like like agua fresca. It's like you can get agua fresca mixed with fruit, I believe, and it's like I think you can get it in Mexico or just like a Mexican store where they mix fruit with water and they'll do it like strawberries and stuff like that.
The
like
hotel we're at, they had some oranges in
that is not agua fresca. I don't know what they're doing. I tasted that. Did you hear me keep mumbling to you? I was like, this is oranges. This is oranges.
It just tasted like citrus in water, right? So
it tastes like oranges in my water, and I like lemon, strawberry, or apparently green cactus pear.
Well, I think that they're the people that run that particular place. That's something from how they do it.
Okay.
So like we like lemons and stuff here in the States. Well, wherever they come from, they like oranges, or oranges go over good in their neighborhood. So I'm just saying.
Have you driven past any like houses that have fruit trees outside of them here? There's a lot, like lemon trees, orange trees.
No, but we've been other places where lemons. When I used to live in Florida.
Excuse me, what? You live in Florida?
Yeah,
this is prior to my birth.
It was. Even the thought of you.
I was always thought of.
I was stationed in Florida. And,
in Pensacola?
No, in Homestead, outside of Miami.
Oh, how far outside of Miami?
I was driving distance, 20 miles.
Did you used to go into the city and party?
I used to go into Miami, Coconut Grove, all that. Yeah, that's a long time ago.
That's funny. I don't ever think of you like that. I don't think of you going to some place to club or something. That's weird. You're my dad.
Your mom and I have been clubbing. Remember we were talking about that?
I don't remember that.
Remember we were talking about Bill's Barbecue?
Oh, yeah.
Phil's Barbecue here. And
it's not the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. I'm just saying. But my point was, with Florida was mangroves. Just the places that, some of the places that I had gone to, there'd be mangroves there. And I imagine the construction and everything has changed that since it's been so long. But
what's mangroves?
Mangroves are where mangoes grow.
Oh, mangroves are where mangoes grow.
Yeah.
That's a tongue twister, y'all. I would not have known that. Michelle, my best friend Michelle lives in Hawaii, on Kauai.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, she gets married the next year. Guess who's the bridesmaid?
In Hawaii?
Mm-hmm. So I get to go, finally.
Is she having her wedding in some special place?
Well, I think she says she has an idea of what she wants to do, and I think I think we're even going to be coming in. You know how like girls walk down the aisle, like the bridesmaids walk down the aisle?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to be coming in on a boat.
Really?
Yeah. I was pretty excited about
give me
that.
an invite?
I mean, if you want to come, go ahead.
What part of Hawaii?
Kauai, the smallest island.
Oh, okay, yeah. Not Honolulu.
I've never been to any parts of Hawaii, though, so I'm excited.
Mm. Small is good for visiting Hawaii.
That's what I would think. She was like, we don't even have a Taco Bell. I was like, dang, really? Or maybe they only have a Taco Bell, like a Burger King, but not a lot of like fast food
they don't
places.
have a lot of population, so those big boxes wouldn't survive there.
But you know, they lucky because they have all that pretty lamb that's untainted.
Oh yeah, totally. When I find my place to get away to, it's going to be something like that. So when y'all can't find me,
I'll always be able to
think
find
small.
you. I'll always be able to find you. You gonna hide from me? I'm your favorite.
I'm not going to there. And
Tyson don't watch. It's okay. They don't have to know.
Yeah, right. This would be the one they watch.
Probably.
Yeah, but someplace small, not a lot of people, really beautiful, isolated. That would be cool. Well, so what do you think about the Cactus Pear?
I don't like the green one.
Really?
Although I think it would be really good in water. Like if I was to mash it up in water, I'd like it. But I do like the purple one. Or the red one, whatever color that is.
You should.
I like the Rambutan.
You should try it again. Here's another one.
Try the green one? I have a bag. You want me to... All right, I'll try it.
Well, you know what? Part of it is, and this is kind of what I was telling you before too, is these aren't as soft as
I did notice that when I was like setting up the food that they're not. But I do like the Rambutan.
But they're still good.
Oh, that was what I was going to say about Michelle. So she said that on her island, mangoes grow like this.
Yeah.
Like huge mangoes.
Yeah,
Mango grows.
This one is looks like it might be, even though it's dripping, it looks like it might be drier than the other one.
So buy the red ones.
Well, like I said, the red ones, for whatever reason, I just found the red ones before I came here. So that's the first time.
Really?
The main stores, I knew that they were, I just didn't know where to get them, and I just happened to be somewhere when when I was going to be coming here, and I said, hey, let me stop over by this store, and I went there and they had a ton of them. So
did you get this fruit in San Francisco, or you had it from Dallas?
It was from Dallas, yeah. Yeah, I carried it. Yeah, I bought it and put it in the box at the house. It was sitting there for a few days. Remember I told you I was going to special deliver? I was going overnight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, of course y'all would be driving hints. Y'all, this is where I get it from. Yeah, all my surprising ways.
I told you. Yes, and actually before, because we talked to you the day before. Yeah, remember you called me?
I kept calling. Oh yeah, let's get back onto how I didn't answer the phone.
Well, I knew you had an attitude.
Where I get that
I knew
from.
You had an attitude.
Yeah, because I didn't answer my call. I called all the. I called both my parents and both my sisters, and no one answered. Like, oh.
Well, that's because you FaceTiming us, and if we're trying to get to surprise you, how are we gonna surprise you? Because you always look like, where y'all at? What car? Where y'all driving in? Where you going? Yeah. So if you had to just call, we would have answered the phone.
Who does that? It's 2019. No one just calls. I don't even talk to people with Androids because I want to be able to FaceTime you.
Well,
unless you have WhatsApp. If we have WhatsApp, we can talk.
Well, anyway, that day that you called, then I called you back because you had FaceTime me.
You called
me. We talked about what's going right. I called you on the regular phone, and then I was just talking to you. Then I texted you that night. And then you text me back. And then in the morning, you called again and you were FaceTiming. And we were still there. We were still in San Francisco. So then after that, but I texted you and told you we were doing something when actually we were in the airport. So
Mom talking about, I'm about to walk into the doctor's. I'll call you. Hear my mama laughing. I was like, Mom, my heel hurts. She was like, oh, I'm walking into the doctor's. I'll ask him about it. She didn't ask.
We weren't at the doctor.
There was no doctor.
Yeah, so then when we get here, instead of having your phone on so you could get our call, because it took us all that time to get here, then
well, that's
you don't
because
take our
I
phone
was
call.
asleep.
No, that's because
Okay, this is what happened. They called me twice, right? One each. And then one of my girlfriends called me. And I had been up for a while. So I was tired.
It's your parents.
I'm your daughter, and I called you and you didn't answer.
But I responded shortly after.
How you not want to respond? You give me a chance.
Oh, give me a break. we went and knocked on the door. And then remember, this is the way that you operate. Because remember last time when we surprised you? Right? Oh, yeah. Do you want to tell them about that?
No.
Okay, so we'll just say that we were surprising you and you told us you were going to be busy and you couldn't even see us. Remember that?
Why you gotta put my business out?
Well,
I was upset.
Right.
Okay, I was in a very emotional place. I told you I wasn't always happy.
Yeah.
I wasn't always happy.
Right. No, don't go there. Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. And then what happened? Tell them how we really surprised you. We brought your whole family out here. That was a surprise. Your sisters, your nieces and nephews. Yeah. Like
everybody came out, y'all.
Oh,
husbands. Everybody came out. We all went to Disneyland.
You felt crunchy, didn't you?
I was so happy. I did feel crunchy. You really threw back that old school slang. That's from like 2000.
Yeah,
you feeling crunchy.
Yeah.
Who taught you that slang?
It was around before you existed when I was in the mangroves.
Oh, it was circulating
in Miami.
Yeah.
So
I feel like you were at like Miami Beach, like shimmying.
I went there. Right.
I was in Miami in January, early January, and then late January is when I came out to see y'all.
Was it hot and humid? Or was it cold?
It was hot, but it wasn't terrible. It wasn't because it was still the winter season.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking as I asked that question.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but Miami was fun.
Yeah. So let's get back onto this point about surprising.
Oh my God, why do we have to keep going back to that?
It's just really been something that wow.
Y'all still do it. Why?
I wonder how many parents do that. Fly halfway across the country and surprise their kids, and their kids is grown too. It's like, hey, how you doing? Can I take you out to dinner and buy you dinner? It's good to see you again.
We gonna get dinner tonight too. I got no question. We can go somewhere fancy. When y'all came, I posted on my Instagram story and I was like, my parents surprised me. And I actually did get a bunch of messages back from like, my parents do that too, and I do love when they surprise me and blah blah blah. I mean, I like when y'all surprise me, but just why? Why with the surprises?
Well, all of us get caught up in our lives and doing stuff, and
I blame Mom, because Mom always did this when we were growing up.
Yeah, that's true.
She would have Michi just be at the house when I get home.
But once Mom, like I remember a few years ago, Mom and I were talking about going and surprising y'all, or going and seeing. Mom was like, well, let's just say she just wasn't really like...
She went down?
I'd say she went down because she went, but I wouldn't come to California and not see you. So I was up in California visiting a friend, or up in San Francisco visiting a friend. So if I had told you that, I could already hear it as I'm asking you the question. If I had told you, hey, yeah, Mom and I went up to San Francisco to see a friend just a few days ago. We're back at home now. You didn't come see me when you said that.
And if you would have talked to me while you were in San Francisco and told me, I was like, I want to come. I would have wanted to be up there because I've never gone. I want to see the Golden Gate Bridge.
I got pictures.
I want to see it myself.
Well,
I mean, that's awesome.
My friend said that you can come and visit anytime. They heard about you.
I'm going to go visit her.
So
I'm sure she's going to watch this episode. You want to shout her out?
Her name is Lavanya.
Hi, Lavanya.
Sharini Boston.
Sharini Boston?
Yes.
That's an awesome name.
That's her husband's first name. She's an Indian, and culturally do different things with their names as far as that we do here in the States.
Really?
Yeah, so that was her
His
husband's
cousin's
first
first
name at
name?
one time. Now it's her last name and her kid's last name.
What's his last name?
I don't know.
I mean, we ain't got to put their business all out there like that. But
I don't know what his last
crazy.
name is now. I think it is.
Did they change it?
No.
Not crazy.
His name
Crazy
is Vasan.
Oh.
So I think his first name would have been Sharini Vasan. So Sharini might have been.
Oh, so her full last name is his first and last name.
Yeah, I think so.
If we're wrong, sorry, correct us. But that's very interesting because that's not how it is in American culture at all. You take your husband's last name.
Well, while we were on one of our many debates, she was talking about how, it used to be a maternalistic where the men would take women's name, and there's other cultures like in Nigeria where at one time before colonialism came that the men would take the woman's name and women had control of the assets and how the house was run and all those other things. So
now we in this patriarchy.
Well,
it's okay. I don't mind.
but things always change, right? So, one day, who knows what it may be, but I'm quite sure the men are, holding on like nobody's business. So it'll be hard to get it back up.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
It doesn't matter to me one way or the other.
You got all daughters. You're so lucky.
Yep. I do. Hey, I feel lucky. I wanted a daughter and a son, but
you got me.
There was two before you.
I know, but we're just talking about.
You were supposed to be a boy.
I know I was. I was supposed to be a boy. But you know what? Guess who knows how to fish? I know how to mow lawns. I know how to lay down mulch. What else? What's some other things? I don't want to do them, but I can.
I think, we could put some tools in your hand and give you some direction.
I'm going to act like I don't know what I'm doing.
That's all right.
It's way better to act like
when you were a
don't
kid,
know.
it didn't matter to you because your time was my time. So who's out? Woo! Hey, I thought that was just a big ring that you tried to center the stuff on, but that's a
ring
light. Yeah.
Well, it's funny. Actually, when I was first starting this, obviously I couldn't afford any of this equipment. It's kind of expensive.
Yeah.
So I made a ring light out of a wreath,
Mm-hmm.
like a metal wreath, and then a rope of LED lights.
Okay.
And I was using that and some foil. And I was using that for a long time. Actually, there's a YouTube video. I didn't make it, but if you YouTube how to make your own DIY ring light, you'll find the video, and it helped me out a lot. So it's really a blessing to be able to afford something because that light is like $100. Lighting is expensive.
Yeah, for sure. Plus, it sucks up electricity, but those are LEDs, so it's not so bad.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it was, but the whole process, learning how to do all this has been. Yeah. It's awesome because you're learning a new skill that could potentially make you money even outside of YouTube, but you don't really realize it.
Well, but everything's like that, right? I mean, as you learn more things will be presented to you, and then it's for you to be able to transition those things in a way that helps you prosper or helps you help others,
Well, see, I feel like the world doesn't necessarily teach you that. And you have to be able to realize that on your own. Because even for example, the old website Black Planet, to do that website, you were actually using HTML coding. So that's like a six-figure, it's flirting with a six-figure skill. And a lot of people my age knew how to do things like that. We didn't expand on it because we didn't understand what it was turning into. We were just creating. So it's interesting now kind of looking back at these new apps like TikTok or Instagram where people are editing all this amazing footage and people are using their creativity to really make something. I have to show you TikTok. TikTok is fun. I'll send you some things. You wouldn't want to be on TikTok, but you would laugh at some of the stuff that people create.
Well, you sent me, actually, I was just looking at something earlier today, and there was a guy underwater. He was a free diver. Do you remember that one? Mm-mm. Well, maybe it was just where you sent it, but there was a guy as a free diver, and There was all these white rays flying, swimming around. And
Oh, I do remember that one. They were like huge, weren't they?
there was a lot of them. I don't know, usually. I mean, rays get super big. But, I mean, they look maybe like 4 or 5 feet across. I mean, a ray can get 18, 20 feet.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so-
all?
That's
That's
those are
huge.
cool. Yeah, 18, 20 feet is huge.
My dad likes to scuba dive. He likes the ocean.
Yeah, scuba diving is if you ever get the opportunity to, even if it's only one time, because like my whole goal with Kevin was to get him certified, and he's ready now. So.
Yeah, there's this place in Mexico that I hear about that has like whale sharks that you can dive with.
Well, they migrate through Mexico, and there's certain times of the year that you can go there and there'll be abundance of them. But they don't. I would say I know here in the States it's not. I mean, the animal is so huge. They've got them in the Georgia Aquarium.
I know. Oh, I can't wait to see it.
But I don't understand. I mean, if they just, maybe after they get to a certain size and they move them out of the aquarium and put them back into the wall. But I mean, they're just monsters, creatures. So people keeping them captive, it's kind of like the Free Willy thing for me. I don't the fact that.
No, I'm the same. Well, I want to see a whale shark, which is why I'm willing to go to the Atlanta Zoo to see one. But I'm not, like SeaWorld here, I won't go to SeaWorld. Mm-hmm. Like I refuse to go there. And we back when me and Jamie were down, like we would when he was in the military, we could go for free, but I still wasn't going because I'm not supporting that. But yeah, I will be on my list of goals for this year is to get certified as a diver.
Really?
And you can't leave me behind. You really don't want to kick it with me.
Okay, this is September, so October, November, December. You got 3 months.
No, I'm talking about next year. I said this year, but I'm thinking 2020.
Okay.
I got goals that I got to do with my channel first.
Okay. So in
2020, how long did it take you to get certified?
Only like a weekend. Maybe
classes.
A week. Right. So you take the classes, and then you have to go do pool time, and then you have to go to an open water environment out here in California. I mean, that's not a problem. I was in Nebraska at the time. In a flooded cornfield.
What? Ew!
It was bad.
That's
it was cold
gross.
too, and it was. I think it was either fall or winter when we went. It wasn't freezing, so it probably was fall, but it was still cold, and it was really bad. So that was how I just got when I got my first certification. But when you get advanced open water, and you got to go to 60 feet or 90 feet or something, and I did that at the ocean. I don't do too much freshwater diving. Like the springs in Florida are nice, like Jenny Springs and some other ones. But freshwater is not really one that I care to
I
go
want to
to.
go to a cave.
Caves, yeah, they are. But there's a lot of people that die in caves.
Yeah.
Because they get in and they can't get out. They don't have.
Yeah, they don't know up and down and stuff.
You can you lose your sense of direction. Things can happen where the way that you went in, you no longer can get out. There's some good movies. I think I don't want to say the name of it. I can't.
If they die from being stuck in a cave, I don't want to watch that movie. It's going to discourage me.
Well, you know what? Look, they have all this stuff on TV about. I saw something today. To me, it was stupid. These people are the bite club because they got bit by sharks. But how many sharks do humans kill every year? For fins and everything else.
Yeah.
And just happens that you're swimming in the shark's area. It mistakes you for a meal, which actually you could be a meal anyway. But you get bitten. I mean, it's minimal the amount of humans that something happens to. As compared to what happens to sharks. So
they say that more people die from wild boar attacks in a year than shark attacks.
Yeah, man, they're crazy too.
Yeah, they're huge and they're hard to kill because their pelt or their skin is so thick.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, just car accidents. More people get killed in car accidents than
that's
we don't stop driving.
Good point. We don't stop driving.
That's right. Please, and
people
we don't
feel
slow
safe
down.
in that car. They get all crazy when a puff their chest out. I had a guy almost try to run me off the road the other day.
Yeah,
whatever. All right, guys, we talked through all this. We ate almost all this fruit. And
it's a lot of water in there now.
I've got the water, but usually I don't even drink water when I do this because there's really no point.
No, waters and fruit.
I was gonna say, if you guys like this video, make sure that you give me a thumbs up.
Okay, love bugs.
Oh, dang.
It was great spending some time with you.
You know that. Y'all, then like the other day, I was talking to my mom on the phone, and she said the word mukbang, and she never said the word mukbang. It was the first time I ever heard her say mukbang, and I was like, "Oh, mom!" I didn't say nothing to her though.
She watched your first video on the way when we flew here from San Francisco.
I know.
Watched the whole thing. Was it B-Love?
Uh-huh.
She watched the whole thing.
My dad said B-Love looks like this singer named Michelle.
Michelle.
Yes. Yeah. So, I hope you guys did like this video. Like I said, give it a thumbs up. Give my daddy a thumbs up for coming out and, surprising me and eating all this fruit with me. Hit the
subscribe button.
Yeah.
Tell your friends to hit the subscribe button
Tell your friends to share.
Pass it on.
All right, guys. Until we eat again. Bye.